go again. What is going on, people from YouTube? Welcome back to another bunch of things. I said on the blind yesterday, no one deer showed up. So I'm gonna try parking my vehicle somewhere else, because from where my blind is and where the deer are bedding is, they can see the car. So I'm gonna park now differently and see if that's making a difference. I don't know what to think about it. Could have been a plethora of things. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna park differently. This time around I'm gonna grab my stuff, and I'm normally getting in there with my backpack and my water and a bunch of stuff in there. This time around I'm just gonna come in with the essentials, everything in my pockets, and just sit down. So yeah, I don't know. So we're gonna tweak things around today and see what happens. right, here we go. We're going for an afternoon set. I was there this morning, sat down, and within 5 minutes of me organizing everything in the blind with the windows closed, like nothing was open yet, I hear at the distance a doe blowing. So I was like, oh man, they smell me, they saw me, something, they heard me. But I had to stay still because at that point, if I would have got out, they would have seen exactly where I was located. So they came out. Unfortunately, they weren't out long enough for me to take a shot or to actually pick the right doe. Like, that's the point. I need to pick the right doe. So I picked up my SD memory card from the trail cam, and they've been meandering around between 6 and 8. So it's 4:15. So I'm gonna try to sit there by 5. All right, I'm here. I'm just sitting down. Okay, my stuff's on here. Crossbow. The wind picked up a little bit yesterday and this morning. cross on my left. And as I'm waiting for them to look down so I can bring the crossbow up, something came from the other side. I don't know if a buck or another deer. And went across, and they ran inside of the bushes to my left. And they there right now. They're all inside of the bushes. It's getting really dark, and I'm not gonna be able to shoot it. The major problem that I have now is that I cannot get out of the blind, because they're literally sitting right there. If I get out of the blind, they're gonna see me, and that's gonna be a problem. There's the feeder. Alright, so, well, craziness. I'm really excited. I think I mentioned before in a couple of my videos that for me an accomplishment will be to be able to sit in the blind and deer to pop up and not smell me or see me, or and I kind of was able to do that in a way. But the morning started kind of crazy. I walked in, sat down, and as I'm putting my things away quietly, not much noise, not much nothing, windows of the blinds are still up, there's no lights inside, nothing. I hear in the distance a doe blow really hard, and I'm like, man, they got me. And they smell me, and something happened. So I was just like, well, it was my understanding that once you hear a deer blow like that, like, pretty much your hunt is over for the day, or for several days in many cases. But that wasn't the case. They actually, two of them came out later on. So, but neither of the two was my target doe. And I had to wait. So I'm like, okay, I came home and did a set in the afternoon, and that one was even better because all of them came out. All 4-pack came out. And I finally got the target doe 26 yards, broadsided, and I'm ready. Literally, I have the crossbow right here. And all I have to do is this: just bring it to my chick, like pretty much, I had to bring it to my chick and aim and send the bolt. And it was kind of hard because at all times I had one of them looking straight at the blind, and I know that they track movement really well, so I didn't want to move too fast and make the mistake to spook him as I'm moving. Once again, I'm learning all this stuff, so I'm trying to figure all the things out. On top of that, I left my face shield in the car, and the first part of the afternoon, the sun was hitting me through the left, and it was kind of crazy because it illuminated the bag, so I had to sit sideways because all the bag was illuminated, so I know that my face was being illuminated. So luckily they came out after the sun was a little bit lower. We're still there, but lower, so I could get a little bit more center. But as all this is happening, I hear something in the corner of the eye. I cannot move. So in the corner of the eyes, I look and I see something move. I cannot identify what it was. I know it's not one of the chickens because it was bigger. What was it? I don't know. I'm guessing or either a buck, which there is 2 bucks that are showing on Logan's camera several yards down, or another deer. I'm guessing. I don't know. I couldn't see. I heard something, and I saw the movement of it down ways to where the deer came from, and that spooked them. And spooked them with a crossbow, like literally ready to just hear. But I'm happy. I'm really happy because the part that I was more worried about, which was my scent and the movement, seems to be somewhat under control. And I know that being in the blind is different than being on the ground, but for somebody that is learning, this was like nerve-wracking. Like I was just like, man, I don't want to blow my opportunities just by not being able to control or tame down my scent or my movements the way that I'm doing things. So But that's what happens. So, these animals are extremely intuitive and they're on alert at all times. Like they got this sense, like they're so quick to look up and stop in the tracks or whatever they're doing. So they're majestic creatures, and it's beautiful to be sitting in there and just observe them and see what they're doing and how they do things. Is interesting. You get to learn some more. So I learned quite a few things. One of them is just, you know, sometimes you gotta be quicker and better prepared for these kind of scenarios where your window can be gone in a second, and kind of like measure your opportunity. But once you get it, don't hesitate to complete the task, and send your bolt out. That's one. Two, I'm capable somehow to, as I mentioned before, mitigate my scent and my movement. So I think that like I learned all of that stuff. I've been able to like kind of like figure out my way to set up the big camera on the blind. Originally I had it on the big window, and I'm glad that nothing happened at that point, because it would have been really awkward to try to place the crossbow, knowing that I have a limited amount of movement towards my right because the camera was there. So now I'm putting it more ground level. It's not a better view because I got a lot of grasses covering the deer, but I still can get the picture. So I'm really really pleased with that. It's a learning process, and we're getting there. We're getting there, and I know that once the opportunity presents itself, now I know that my time is limited and that I need to be a little bit more assertive on my decision. My decision making needs to be a little bit quicker, and just being a little bit more confident in the fact that that blind is mitigating a lot of my movement and a lot of things. Like they cannot see me as well as I think they see me. So I need to get a little bit more confident with that. But all in all, it was a beautiful beautiful day. This is the first time that I see it on a blind and I see deer as a hunter. That I'm actually hunting the deer and seeing them there and seeing them and watching them do things. So I'm really, really, really excited and really happy about it. So thank you so very much for watching. Like, share, subscribe, click the notification bell so you can be notified every time that I upload a new video. And I will see you in the next one. Also, if you're interested in supporting the channel, this one is one of my test ones. I'm going to test my t-shirts and not wearing them. But PanchoThing.com. I got a couple of t-shirts, a couple of things in there. If you want to take a look, that will highly help this channel out. And once again, thank you. Thank you so very much that has subscribed. I think it's 610 subscribers so far. So this is amazing. It's mind blowing. So thank you so very much. And to everybody that is enjoying the journey that I just jumped into deer hunting, here we go. Big dog opener Saturday. I'm leaving Friday. That's the next one. Pancho.